I'm going to make my official bracket right now. Let's go ahead and do this, all right? I'm going to cancel that. All right, so starting off here, we got Duke and Siena. I mean, I feel like there's not too much explaining. It's going to be Duke, then Ohio State, TCU. Truth be told, I just like Ohio State. They've been coming in this game hot, and I really like them. Now, St. John's, they've been fighting their way through. You know, they beat Seton Hall. They beat UConn in the conference championship. I got Seton Hall winning this one. Same with Kansas. They're just the better team. I think they get it done. Now, Louisville, they will be without Mikel Brown Jr. for this game. But I still think that Louisville is ultimately the better team, and they will get the job done. Now, here I have a little bit of an upset. Or actually a lot of bit of an upset. You know, upsets always happen. And here I think one's going to happen. Give me the North Dakota State Bison to beat the Michigan State Spartans. I just got a feeling about this team. I don't know why. They just seem young, or not young. They're a little older. They're a little more developed as a group. They're together, and I think they beat up on the Spartans. And then UCLA, UCF. I'm gonna have UCF here. A little bit of an upset, and then UConn, Furman. Pretty self-explanatory. It's gonna be UConn. All right. Now moving on to the next round here, we're going to have Duke beating Ohio State. Then I have, I'm going to go St. John's here. I just think they're the better overall basketball squad. And also Zuby Ejiofor, the power forward for St. John's. He originally was at Kansas, but he transferred because they didn't give him many minutes. So he's going to want some revenge. And the next, Louisville, North Dakota State, as I touched upon earlier, Mikel Brown Jr., he won't be available until the Sweet 16. And I think that's going to propel North Dakota State to a victory here. And I'm going to pick the Bison to go to the Sweet 16. And now we have the UConn Huskies. Similar story here. I'm going to go with UConn as well. I think they're going to keep it rolling. Let's go. Then I got St. John's. I know Duke is the better team, but I think St. John's a little more resilient, a little more tough. And I think they're the most battle-tested team at this point. Like, they played Ohio State. They just played Kansas. I mean, they're ready for Duke. I think they will. And then here I'm going to have... I'm actually going to have North Dakota State win. I know this seems crazy. I hear it seems crazy. I get that. But this is just my opinion. All right, truth be told, probably is crazy. But I got North Dakota State, but St. John's will eventually beat them. And they will make the Final Four. All right, next part. Let's go. All right, starting off here, we got Florida versus Levi or PV. I'm going to go Florida here. Pretty self-explanatory again. Then, I mean... Next up here, I think I'm actually going to go Iowa. A little bit of an upset, but I believe it'll happen. Then I have Vanderbilt coming up here next. They're coming off the SEC championship victory. McNeese, they were fun last year, but I just don't think they're a good enough team. And then Nebraska, this will be their first ever one in history in my eyes. And, pardon me, I apologize. BC, North Carolina, sure, I think they get the job done. This one could be close, but we already picked that big upset. I'm going to go Illinois here. Then Texas A&M, I think they're just the better basketball program. Houston as well, I think they're the better team. I mean, based on really every statistic available. I apologize about that first guess. All right, let's keep this going. Yeah, so here we got Florida. I mean, they're just the better team. My eyes, Vandy. I mean, so that's actually going to be a rematch of the semifinals, I believe, in the Big East or SEC tournament. Then I'm going to have Illinois winning. Right here. And then I'm going to go with, I'm going to go Houston. I think they're the better team. I think they get it done. Now, this one is a relatively chalk region, but I'm going to go Vandy. They beat them once. I don't see why they can't beat them again. And then I'm going to go, I think Houston. I think Houston's a good basketball team. Then Houston, St. John's will be the Final Four matchup. All right, now we got the West region. We're going to start off with Arizona. They're just a much better team. I mean, right now, you know, we're doing this video, right? And I think Arizona's just, I honestly think they're the number one team in the country. We'll see if they win. Because, I mean, it's March Madness for a reason. But, yeah, that's just what we got. The next up here, I think Villanova is a good team. They lost to Georgetown in the semifinals, I believe. Big East tournament. But, I mean, they're still a good team. And I think they can get through Utah State. Then Wisconsin, I think they'll win. I mean, they've been very hot. They've been good. Same with Arkansas. Oh, wait, no, actually, I believe Arkansas won the SEC tournament. I apologize for the error earlier in that video. Yeah, then next up we have BYU and Texas. And I think this one really goes without explanation that BYU is 100% the better team, but they're just so inconsistent. And Texas had that great win over NC State last night. And I think Texas gets it done. I truly do. Hook 'em, I suppose. I'm a Georgia fan, but hook 'em for now. Next up, we got Gonzaga, Kennesaw State. I think Gonzaga gets it done there. But I'm not a huge Gonzaga fan. I'm just letting you guys know. Then Miami, Missouri. Miami's a better team. They're going to get that job done. Same with Purdue over Queens. Okay. Then, Arizona's just much better. I think they get the job done. Villanova, they have a good team, but it's not even close to the same level as Arizona. Kobe, all those guys. Arizona's just a good basketball program. These two teams, I really like both of them, but only one of them can win. And that person I will be advancing is Wisconsin. I just think they're overall better. Then here, I think Gonzaga is a bit of a fraud. I'm going Texas. I truly am. I think they're just a better team than Gonzaga. Then I think Purdue or Miami here. I'm going to go Purdue, actually. Again, I just think they have more coach. Their coach is a little more trained, a little more experienced, just better to be in this position than the Miami head coach. Their names I can't directly recall, but I just think Purdue gets it done there. Then here, oh my God, I'm actually going to say that game for last because that's arguably Arizona-Wisconsin game I'm talking about. That might be the greatest game of this tournament if I'm being frank. But Texas-Purdue, that's going to be Purdue relatively easily in my eyes. And oh man. You guys saw the other bracket I made. I had Arizona win. I did do the Final Four on my own for that one. I did the stats lead. Panthers trading Andy Dalton to the Eagles for 7th round pick. Interesting. And then Wildcats, Badgers here. So I'm going to go Badgers. Screw it. And then Badgers, Purdue, Wisconsin making the Final Four. Yeah, all right. Okay. And then round 64. Actually, no. Wait, hold up. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I got Arizona making the Final Four. Okay. Now Michigan and Howard. Let's go right here. Michigan, pretty self-explanatory. Again, there's a better program. Georgia, St. Louis. Again, Georgia is the better team. I guess St. Louis is ranked higher, but I just don't think they really play any great competition. I got Georgia prevailing in this matchup. Then Texas, Akron. There's always a 5-12 upset. I'm pretty sure we're yet to have one of those. So I am going to go Akron here. And then another little shocker here. I think Hofstra gets it done against Alabama. I think Alabama's going to be looking over them, getting ready to play Texas Tech. Well, neither of those two teams are advancing. It's going to be Hofstra and the Zips facing off in the round of 32. And then next up here, we got Tennessee, and I'm going to say Miami of Ohio. And I think Tennessee gets it done. I just don't really believe in Miami of Ohio. Call me crazy, that's just my pick. Virginia I got, Kentucky I got, and then Iowa State I got as well. I just think all those teams are better. And here, Michigan, pretty self-explanatory once again. Here, Akron making a little run here around the Sweet 16. My apologies. And a good film. Here, Virginia's the better team. They'll get it done. And then on a similar level here, I think Iowa State winning the Big 12, I believe. They're just a better team. All right. And then next up, we got Michigan and Akron. Again, similar story here. I just think Michigan is a much better team than Akron. Michigan's kind of having a freaking cupcake schedule. 16 and 8, and then at 12, Michigan. And then Virginia, Iowa State. You know what? I think I was kind of thinking Virginia, but I'm kind of thinking Iowa State now. I'm thinking they've been battle tested. They're playing in the Big 12 against Arizona. All those great teams. They've fought through most of those games. And they've got their way to the 2 seed. And they're going to move on here. Go Cyclones. And the Final Four here. Oh, that's going to be thrown out the window because they're playing the juggernaut in Michigan. And Michigan will win. All right, here. So I'm going to start with the East-South Final Four game. And I actually have St. John's winning this game here. Again, I think they're just the better team. I know it sounds crazy because Houston's highly ranked. But Rick Pitino's such a great coach. Oh my goodness, he's such a good coach. He has so much experience being at Iona, being at Louisville, being at all these different schools, all these different environments. Now it's his 3rd year here at St. John's, I believe. And I think it's just perfect for him. And I think he's ready for this big stage. And I think he's going to make it to the national championship. in which you'll face off against either Michigan or Arizona. And I mean, let's just look at this preview real quick here. And I mean, exactly, Pete, man. I mean, they whooped Florida. Oh my gosh, they were beating everybody. I mean, they lost to Duke, lost to Purdue. Oh man. And also another factor why I picked Michigan over. They didn't even play each other, I guess, huh? Wait, no, sorry. Yep, but ultimately here, man, I think Arizona gets the job done, and I think Pete and company are going to be moving to the national championship game. All right, let's check out the preview here. Okay. See, I mean, they win those big games. That's just what Arizona does. They do. They win. And then all these guys, look. But at the same time, these all happen in like November, December. They're a totally different team now. And that game was terrible, but they avenged it with a 20-point victory, you know? So you know what, folks? You know what? I'm going to go Arizona in the national championship, folks. I think they're the best team in the NFL, or in college basketball. And I'm going to have the final score being, 82-78. So that'll just be 160. 160. And we're going to submit this bracket, folks. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hope you guys had a great time watching my picks. And here we go. See you guys later.